Hello everyone, this is the Cost and Management Accounting 3 program of BCom, 5th semester, Mangalore University, and the session is the 53rd session. In this session of operating costing, we will be doing some basic problems on operating costing in transport industry. Before we move further, we'll have a recap of the previous session. In the previous session, we have understood the different cost units. We have understood the preparation of cost statement. The learning objective of this session is to know about transport costing and to know the calculation of passenger kilometer in transport industry. The session outcomes will be to enable the students to understand how calculations are made to find out the passenger kilometers. First we come to transport costing. Transport costing refers to a method of ascertaining the cost of carrying passengers or goods for a certain distance. That is, transport costing is mainly concerned with ascertaining the cost of carrying passengers or goods for a certain distance only. Now we come to the first problem. From the following information, calculate total passenger kilometer. The information given is number of buses is 5, days operated in a month is 30, trips made by each bus 4, distance of the route 25 km, capacity of the bus 50 passengers, normal passengers traveling is 60%. From this we have to calculate total passenger kilometers. Solution: calculation of passenger kilometer per month. Number of buses into distance into number of trips into capacity utilized into number of days in a month. The number of buses given here is 5, distance is 25 kilometers, number of trips 4, assuming it as a round trip 4 into 2, the capacity of the bus is 50 passengers, normal passengers traveling is 60%, normal passengers is 60% into days operated in a month is 30. From this we get the total passenger kilometer as 9 lakh passenger kilometer. Now we move on to the second problem. From the following, calculate the total kilometers and total passenger kilometer. Number of buses 5, number of days operated in a month 25, number of trips made by each bus per day 4, distance of the route 25 kilometers, capacity of the bus 50 passengers, normal passenger traveling capacity 90%. From the above information we have to calculate total kilometers and total passenger kilometers. Solution: calculation of total kilometers. Number of buses is into distance into number of trips per day into days operated in a month. The number of buses is 5, distance is 25 km, number of trips 4, assuming it is a round trip 4 into 2 into number of days operated in a month is 25. So the total kilometers is 25,000 kilometers. Next we come to the calculation of total passenger kilometer. Total kilometers run in a month is 25,000 as calculated above. Capacity of the bus is 50 passengers. Normal passenger traveling capacity is 90%. So the total passenger kilometer is 11 lakh 25,000 passenger kilometer. Now coming to the next problem. From the following information, calculate total kilometers and total passenger kilometer. The number of buses is 5, days operated in the month is 25, trips made by each bus is 4, distance of the route 25 km, capacity of the bus is 50 passengers, normal passengers traveling 90% of the capacity. Here we make the calculation in another way of total kilometers and total passenger kilometer. Distance of the route for two sides 25 into 2, 50 kilometers. Trips made by a bus in a day 4 trips. So distance covered in a day is 50 into 4 is 200 kilometers. Distance covered by a bus in a month is 200 into 25 is 5000 kilometers. Distance covered by 5 buses in a month is 5000 into 5 is 25,000 kilometers. So the total kilometers is 25,000 kilometers. Now we have to calculate total passenger kilometer. Capacity of the bus is 50 passengers. Normal passengers traveling 90% capacity, that is 50 into 90 divided by 100 is 45 passengers. So the total kilometers we have calculated above, that is 25,000 kilometers. So now total passenger kilometer is total kilometers into 45 passengers traveling, that is 25,000 into 45 is equal to 11,25,000 passenger kilometer. This is a way of calculating the total passenger kilometer. Now we come to the next problem. From the following, calculate total passenger kilometer. The information given is number of buses is 10, number of days operated in a month is 28, number of trips made by each bus per day 2 trips, distance of the route 25 km, capacity of the bus 50 passengers, normal operating capacity 80% of the capacity. Solution. The distance of the route is 25 kilometers on one side. Distance of the route for the entire route is 25 into 2 is 50 kilometer. Number of trips made by each bus per day 2 trips. Number of days operated by a bus in a month is 28. So number of kilometers run by a bus in a month is 50 into 2 into 28, 2800 kilometers. As we have 10 buses, so kilometer run by all buses is 2800 into 10 is 28,000 kilometers. And the seating capacity of the bus is 50 passengers. Normal operating capacity is 80%, that is 50 into 80 divided by 100 is 40 passengers. So total passenger kilometer will be, total kilometers we have calculated above 28,000 into 40 passengers. So the total passenger kilometer here is 11,20,000 passenger kilometer. Thank you.